Good afternoon, everyone. It's Mr. Holdren, your English and film teacher here at Homewood Flossmoor High School. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about e-learning and some expectations and some tips I have for you in order for both of us to be successful in this uncharted territory. What e-learning is it's a form of distance learning where we're trying our best to take the classroom from the physical Homewood Flossmoor High School and moving it into your house, wherever you live. But there's some basic expectations that we both have to follow in order for it to be successful. The most important thing you have to remember is that you as a student need to check into all of your classes through the Google Classroom for each individual class by 10 a.m. every day. Once you're on your class's Google Classroom site, you're going to see a link that's going to take you to a Google form. That Google form you need to click, and essentially that's your attendance. That's you telling us that you went to the site, you saw the content that's on there, you received the content that was delivered, and you understand the assignment. Now, on the Google Classroom as well is where you'll find your assignment for that day for that class. Now, I know I said that you need to check in by 10 a.m. to your classrooms, but that doesn't mean that the work for those classes needs to be done by 10 a.m. So don't feel overwhelmed with that. Please look at each individual teacher's assignment and the due dates and expectations. Grades will still be posted on PowerSchool, and we will also be taking attendance through PowerSchool as well. Now, if you need to be absent from an e-learning day, just go ahead and do what you would usually do and call the attendance hotline at HF. Same thing if you need other supports. While you're not at HF isn't closed. We're still here for you, just like we would be at any other time of the year. So if you need some supports, please reach out to your teachers. Please reach out to the deans, the counselors. We're still here for you even though we're not physically at the building. Now that we have all those formalities out of the way, let me talk to you about some tips that I think will help you be successful during this e-learning process. My first tip is create a schedule. It's very important that you don't just wake up every day and decide what you're going to do at 6 a.m. Think about how you're going to attack this e-learning process. When are you going to check in with your classes? When do you want to get that workout in? When are you going to eat lunch? Schedule those things in as much as you can. That's what highly successful people do. It's a way to keep yourself on track and then not get overwhelmed with the work you're going to be getting from your teachers. I also think it's important to keep that schedule as close as you can to what you will be doing during the school day. Eventually we're going to get past all this and we're going to be back in the school day. I don't want you to have to take a week to get back into the swing of things. It's going to be great if we stay this schedule, and then when we start school, back up, we're ready to go. And I want to reiterate, don't neglect the physical and mental side of this. Make sure you're practicing mindfulness when you can. Make sure you're getting out and you're walking and jogging, lifting some weights, doing some yoga in the house, whatever it is you can do, but stay active. Don't just sit around all day doing work or watching Netflix, playing 2K, whatever. Make sure you're staying physically active. My second tip is break it up. Here's what I would hate to see happen. You check in with all your classes before 10 a.m., you get all the content, you get all the assignments, and then you put it off until 7 o'clock at night because you want to do video games or whatever it is. Don't think you're going to do them all in one sitting. You wouldn't do that in the school day. You even get passing periods as lunch. You may even have a study hall during the day. Whatever it is, make sure you're giving yourself breaks and you're breaking up the work. So don't wait till 10 o'clock to start your work. You know, we know how it's going to end. The next tip is take advantage of it. We're in uncharted territories here in America at this time. We're in uncharted territories in education as well. You're going to be at home with your loved ones, by yourself, whatever it might be, for an extended amount of time. While you're at home, make sure you're focusing on your schoolwork, but also make sure you're taking advantage of this time. Work on yourself a little bit. Spend some time with your family and reconnect. You know, take advantage of this time that we have to reconnect with your friends and your loved ones. My final tip for you is own it. This is your education. It's not mine, it's not your friends, it's not your parents. It's your education. And at some point, you need to step up and own it. You need to make sure you're getting the content. you need to make sure that you're understanding the content that's being delivered, because when you get back to school, the teachers are going to expect you to know it. So if you have any questions, please reach out to your teachers. We are available normal school hours through email, possibly even Google Chats and things like that as well, depending on what teacher you're working with. So it's time to grow up a little bit, and it's time to own your education more so than you ever have in your life. I got one more, and then I'm done. Then you can go back to doing your thing. Grace. I think in moments like this, we all really need to practice gracefulness. You're gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna make mistakes. Your parents are gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna make mistakes during this process. But let's understand that no one is meaning to do this, right? This is new for us. It's uncharted territory, like I said. So if I make a mistake or if you make a mistake, let's be graceful with each other and respect each other and know that, you know, if we're clumsy along the way, nothing was meant by it. And once we get back to school, we can always work it out. We can always fix grades, missed assignments, things like that. All right, that's all I have for you. Make sure, again, that you're checking in by 10 a.m. to all your classes through the Google Classroom. Make sure you're clicking on that link and you're filling out that Google form for attendance. Make sure that you're looking at the assignments and you're looking at the due dates and when they're due. They're not due at 10 a.m. What's expected from you by 10 a.m. is that you've checked all your classes and all the assignments for that day. So if you have any questions, please reach out to your teacher, reach out to the school. If you need additional support, again, the school is still open. We're still here for you. You are not alone. We're all in this together. So best wishes, and I can't wait to see you all back in school in a few weeks.